Hello guys, how are you? Welcome to my channel Programming Knowledge Prime. So in the previous video, we are talking about the basics of the Python language and we are talking about the that first data type like integer data type. In today's tutorial, we are talking about the float data type. Okay, so there is a one of the data type in Python programming is a float. Float means decimal point value. Okay, in case of float, it is not possible to create the existing set of objects. Okay, because all the floating point objects are created dynamically. If you see my previous video, in integer there is a range -5 to 256. Between this range, all the values or all the objects are pre created. Okay, the objects are does not created dynamically. It will be created previously. Okay, it will be previously created. Okay, but in case of float, it is not possible to create or existing the set of objects, all the floating point object created dynamically, because between 1 to 2. Okay, between the 1 to 2 there is a difference is infinite. Okay, if you notice here 1.1, 1.1.1, 1.1.11, 1.12, 1.13, infinite. Between the two numbers, between two corresponding two integers number, the difference between the two integers number is infinite. Okay, between these two uh, integer numbers, because one is a integer number and two is a integer number. Between these two integers number there is a infinite difference. Okay, if you take a decimal number is point value. Okay, means floating value. Float float that is the naming for of this data is float. Okay, so there is not possible to freely create it with the objects. Okay, so the objects whatever the user can give. Okay, so it will be created dynamically at this point. Okay, so the second one is that there is a when we go to the next tutorials, there is a lot of magics of Python. Okay, because Python is a very interesting language and very easy to learn. Okay, the next one is the suppose a equal to 4. Okay, invalid syntax. A equal to 4. Okay, so equal to 4 means a is a called variable, 4 is a object, a is pointing the object, because Python is object oriented programming, so everything will be treating as an object. Okay, so what is the second one is the id of a. It means that there is a if you see notice here, when I can enter the id of a means the address of the a. Okay, the address where the a variable. Okay, the address of the a variable, the address of the variable. Suppose if you 4.5, the id of a, the both address are different. Okay, the id of a means the address of the 4, whatever the a will be pointing. At first the a will pointing the 4, this object, the object 4 address is this number. Okay, and the what is the object whenever the variable pointing the 4.5, the float value in this point of time, the float value 4.5 address is this number. Okay, so there is a id object. Okay, the object address of that object, whatever it will pointing by the variable. A is a variable, it will pointing an object. The what is the object address, it will using the id we can get the address of that object. Okay, so next one next one is the very important is the list. There is a nothing at all in the float. Okay, float is a general data type. Okay, the next one is the list. So what is the list? In array, if you learn the C language, in C we see there is a called array. Array means it is a collection of, or you can say it is a group of similar data items or homogeneous data items. Okay, but list is not only list is a collection of similar, okay, or dissimilar data items. It is a collection of heterogeneous data items. Okay, what is the list? Suppose it is a empty list. I am creating a new, restart the cell. Okay, so I'm the list equal to like this. It is a empty list. Okay, so creating a empty list is nothing in there in the list. Okay, so nothing is there inside the list. It is called the empty list. Okay, so list is a collection of similar and dissimilar data items. In single word you can say that list is a group of elements of heterogeneous data items. List is a group of elements of dissimilar data items. Okay, so there are the lot of operations of the list. Okay, list is not a immutable. I am telling that. What is the meaning of that immutable? Okay, so there are some properties. Okay, so there are some properties of the list. So in the list, there is a the list is one of the most versatile collection of object types available in Python. Okay, list is a, I am saying that list, whatever the list is a collection of heterogeneous data items. List is one of the most versatile collection object types available in Python. There are the another, I am saying that there is a five standard data types. Okay, between the five standard data types one of the is list. Okay, so list is mutable, means ordered sequence of items. List is mutable ordered sequence of items. Okay, as such it can be indexed. Okay, whatever if you access, okay, whatever if you access the elements. Okay, if you suppose access the element, I am saying that list equal to, suppose 1 2 3 4, like aka- okay, like, so if I am saying that list is a collection of dissimilar data items or heterogeneous data items, the first three items are integer and the third item is a string. Okay, I'm saying that everything in the Python will be treating as a string. There is a no concept of character. Okay, so list is a mutable. Mutable means changeable. Immutable means unchangeable. If you update the list, there is no problem. You update the list. Suppose print print the list. The what is the print statement? To print anything, whatever you can print. In C language we use the printf statement. Here we use only print statement to print anything. Suppose if you print anything, you only use the print statement. Okay, suppose if you update the list, how you can update the list? How you can update the list? If you print the list again here, so how you can update the list? Because in array, if you you are known what is the array. In array the first index is 0 1 2 3. Okay, the starting index is always start from 0. Here I am changing 0 1. The 2, I am saying that list is mutable. Mutable means changeable. You can update any value of the list. Okay, the list is mutable. You can update any value of the list. If you see here, the in the first item, the second item of the list is 2. After updating, the new list is 4. The second item of the list is 4. Okay, I hope you understand. Okay, so the list is a mutable, it is such as it can be index one is suppose slicing. There is a method called slicing. Using the slicing method you can access the list, nothing else. If you access one element of the list, you only write Akash. Okay, so it is mean the index. As such, it can be index, slice, and change. Each element of the list you can access the element using its accessing its position in the list. Okay, each element can be accessed using its position in the list. Okay, each element can be accessed using its index. In array, you can if you learn array. Suppose I am suppose I suppose that you does not learn array. Okay, so index means the position of that item, the position of that item. The Akash, for the Akash name, the name Akash in that position, from where the Akash in the Akash in that position, the last position of the array means third position. Okay, because the list is starting from 0 1 2 3. Okay, so using the position and using the index we can access the Akash. You can access only Akash. So it is mean index means each element can be access using its position in the list. Okay. So Python list do work of most of the collection data structure in languages. Okay, in build. So in the I am ending my video. In the next tutorial we are talking about the more about list. Okay, so please stay with us and please subscribe our channel to me to get the updates of new videos in Python language. Okay, so thank you to all of you.